of $9.99 by using phone installed, and I can have also my bedroom, or using also, you know, my living room. This was the second room that I renovated.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the Keep On Growing channel. Welcome back to a new video. And so if this is the first time we're meeting, hi, my name is Latina and I am an LPC-associate in the state of Texas. Speaking of Texas, it is so cold today, y'all. It is 30 degrees. It is in the 30s. And so for me, I had one client this morning, so I was trying to make sure that they were okay. And I've been hearing that people have been losing power. I have not lost any power here and I am trying to get work done, so just in case if anything like that happens. So I saw my one client this morning and then I have my supervision today. So this morning I was working on my hour log so I could go ahead and submit that because I felt like I was just behind this week because I ended up injuring my back and having to go to urgent care. But for today's video, I'm just doing the usual day in the life kind of things, and it's Friday, so it's always an exciting time when Friday rolls around. I'm going to try to get my notes done today because I actually only have 2 notes to get done. But let me turn you all over here. So I am waiting for my lunch to heat up in my air fryer, or at least part of my lunch. But for right now, something that I am taking time to research today is on the topic of ADHD and body doublings. I looked at some ADHD resources off of another center's website and it led me to here, so I can be as helpful as I can be for any of my specific clients. Okay everyone, so I just finished having lunch off camera and I'm about to meet with my supervisor right now. So I just finished having my supervision meeting, and I cannot for the life of me write my notes right now. Is just one of those days, and I want to normalize that. I thought it would be good to talk about it because I was asked to talk a little bit about my strategies to help me with progress notes and things like that. And one of the biggest things for me, if I'm not feeling like writing a note and I'm sitting there just looking at it and I know that mentally I'm just not in the space to want to do that, and what helps me is just to leave it for Monday, and especially because I only have 2 notes that I need to work on from a session today and the day before. I know that Monday I'm personally going to be feeling more refreshed and I can just bust them out really quickly versus sitting here forcing myself to try to do it, and then suddenly it's 2 hours later and I'm just sluggish trying to do it. Sometimes I do have days where I still feel up to writing a progress note after I've had some sessions or a session, but today is just not one of those days, and I'm going to honor that and just mentally clock out of work and allow myself some time to self-care, because we are more than the work that we do. We're more than therapists, we're more than counselors, and so sometimes it's really easy to lose focus of that, and before we know it, we're super burnt out and we have stopped doing the things that we enjoy doing. So yeah, I am mentally clocking out of work. I am gonna go change into a t-shirt. It's my favorite thing to do. Yes, logging off. Talk to you all soon. Hi everyone, so it is Tuesday, it is a new day, and I wanted to hop on here and end this vlog for you. I'm actually currently working on filming other videos to share on this channel, and so update on my progress notes. Finished them Monday morning, busted them out really quickly, and a little part of me always doubts. My innate nature is to want to force myself to sit and try to write it even when I know I need to rest or I'm not feeling it. And so one of the big things for me is to constantly remind myself that I know that if I rest and I hit it the next day, I'm going to be able to write out these notes a lot quicker, be more focused and just present in them. And I say this because something that I have found to be true is that it takes me a lot longer to write the progress notes that we do for counseling than it did for me to write the notes when I was a case manager back in the day, a couple years back. Those notes were really quick and easy to just bust out in the system. The notes that we work on as counselors, at least from my experience, you're basically writing a SOAP note as well as the interventions that you're using. So yes, there's a couple more components, but something that has recently impacted how quickly I am writing my notes is that we were notified at work that we get paid for 10 to 15 minutes depending on what we choose. And so honestly for me, I have yet to be able to write a 10-minute progress note. That's not even on my best day. It's just not really feasible for me. So something that has helped me is to not be writing as long as a note as I had. I have my own personal notes of my clients. So on my progress note, I just write the most important information that I know needs to be documented. And I'm saying this as a perspective, again, from someone who's working for a private practice. Your note is going to be different depending on the agency or the site that you work for. And this is something that I've come across in my internships, even though there are things that are kind of similar. But I feel like you truly don't know until you are doing the work. Practicality wise, you're realizing that typing out some things is taking you longer than it should, because you could actually just copy and paste some of that information already. Or there's certain sections of your progress note that off of the gate you could just start to make it quicker. And I know for me, I do what I deem the easier parts of my note first. So the sections of the note that are click off, where I can just click off the interventions that I use, plan, and I have a little template for my objective, and then I just add the new information. And so yeah, something that is helping me is just knowing the requirements for my specific workplace or site, so that way I don't spend more time on something that I'm actually getting paid to do. So yeah, and that's the biggest tip I can give to any other fellow counselors in training. You're trying to play the long game, I'm guessing, in this career, and you don't want to burn out. Burnout is so real. I experienced it myself in my early 20s. It was a very dark hole to crawl out of. That's why in my videos I stress it so much, because I know what it did to me. Medical expenses, all of these things that if I would have known what I know now, I would have just handled things so differently. And don't get me wrong, the thing that's truly wrong is the mental health system in America, like at the base level, the way that workers are treated in community health. Like, if just throw them away and find a new one. That's the true problem. But because that issue is so hard to change and takes long to change, the most practical thing is for us to set boundaries to help ourselves out while those things are changing, or if they even do, I don't know. At the end of the day, I just know that each of us, we have to look out for ourselves and for our own mental health, because as much as we want to do more and keep doing more for our clients, we have to stop ourselves when we know it's time to clock out for the day. Both physically and mentally, we have to be able to log off. And this is something that, sure, you can learn through experience, but you don't have to. You truly don't have to go through burnout to learn how important it is to avoid it. If a fellow counselor would have sat down with me when I was in undergrad and would have told me these things, it would have made such a huge impact in my life and how I would have made decisions moving forward. But I never truly got that in our program. But it was more of, oh, well, just know if you're in this career, like, you're gonna be overworked and underpaid. I truly did not intend to go on this little tangent, but I'm so glad that I did. Just in case there are any students watching this, please, please, please take care of yourself and know that it's okay to say no to things. Hard as it can be, stand your ground on your healthy boundaries. And one of the best places to start learning and practicing how to set those healthy boundaries is during your practicum and internship sites. If you're worried about how to go about it, that's the place to try. For example, if you need something taught to you, just ask for it. So if you want to keep observing before you actually apply something that you're being asked to do, just say that. And again, I'm saying this as a recovering people pleaser because it is in my innate nature to feel bad to say that and to ask for more time, or to say that I can't do something or I don't feel comfortable to do something. But again, I also have to remind myself that I am in this for the long game, and I want to be as healthy as I can for my clients, so that when I show up to meet with them and I'm talking to them about self-care, I know that I'm applying this into my own life too. And it's not about being perfect at it, but knowing that I am trying and that it's something that I utilize as well. Okay, everyone, so that is it for this vlog. I hope you found it helpful or just entertaining to watch. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. Leave me a comment, share this video with another fellow counselor in training. All of these things help support my channel so I can keep making videos for you all. Take care, everyone, and I will see you in my next video.